Hey everybody, Kiji here. So I haven't uploaded for a couple days because we got a seemingly full, legit roster leak of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Somehow an Amazon UK listing put up a splash art that had the remaining newcomers for about 10 to 20 minutes, and that was long enough for people to find it and share it around. And then Papagenos went ahead and confirmed that yes, those were the newcomers he saw, and he can verify that they're legit. So we now know the rest of the newcomers in this game at base launch. So let's just go ahead and show them off to you. Okay, so in no particular order, we have Gerald from Hey Arnold. We have Plankton from SpongeBob. Looks like he's got his mech from the second movie. Yeah, Sponge Out of Water, like the opening scene. We have Angry Beavers, Daggett, and Norbert. We have Grandma Gertie from Hey Arnold as well. We have Azula from Avatar. Obviously, we have Donatello, but we already seen him. We have Ember from Danny Phantom. El Tigre, obviously, we knew about him. And I believe that's it. Yeah, there's no other additions here. So the 6 newcomers that we didn't already know about, because we already knew about El Tigre, was Gerald, Plankton, Angry Beavers, Azula, and Ember, and Grandma Gertie. So this is definitely all the characters that we know about so far. It's still not certain if there are going to be any cuts to like returning characters. Papagenos is still very insistent that Hugh is still in the game and he's not here. So I don't know if maybe the remaining veterans are just like unlockable characters and that's why they're not on the splash art, or we may be looking at the very real possibility of the rest of that cast getting cut. Hard to say, but for the time being, we definitely know for a fact that these 25 are definitely playable. Without question, without a doubt. We're still not sure if Vlad's playable or not. Seeing that Ember is here gives me the impression he might not be. But I guess that's yet to be seen. I suppose we're not sure if Daggett and Norbert are actually a duo or if they're separate. Since a lot of these other sections, you know, they'll have 2 characters in them, and then you have this section here that has Ren and Stimpy and Ember. So even though that's 3 characters, it's technically 2 on the roster select. So the fact that Daggett and Norbert are here by themselves almost gives me the impression that they might be either solo characters or they might be Zelda/Sheik style or something like that. I get the impression they're not doing another Ren and Stimpy, though. So yeah, and then of course we get a look at how Reptar, Squidward, Jimmy, Zim, Ren and Stimpy, and Donatello look on this art as well. The ones that we hadn't seen prior. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it yet, I guess. I will say, I think that the newcomer picks are cool. I think they did a really good job going for top draws as well as adding their own flavor to it. As far as I can tell, besides Grandma Gertie, pretty much every newcomer here was like top 60 requests. And if you ignore Gerald, I'm sure it was like top 50. Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe even like top 40 or 30. So they definitely went with a lot of top requests here, and it's mostly returning franchises, so the new exceptions being Beavers and El Tigre. But, I don't know. I think the newcomer picks are cool. It was just very surprising, and it caught me off guard, so I kind of took a couple days to just sort of let it sit a bit before I give my thoughts on it. I don't know. If this is the full cast, like every single character with 11 cuts, that's gonna suck, I think. It's a good roster generally speaking, but I think it would suck if we lost that many characters from the last game. My hope is that this dead space that we're seeing alongside the rest of this splash art could be where the rest of the characters are. I'm not super optimistic. I do get the impression we're not seeing the whole thing. because like I feel like this bottom part here is definitely cut off a bit. So maybe that's where some other veterans might end up being as well. But yeah, I don't know. This is certainly a lineup. Like, it's definitely something I would expect out of Ludosity. I think they're all going to be cool picks, though. Gerald is a cool pick. Grandma Gertie, surprisingly, is a fighter, so she is a good pick as well, even if a more unconventional one. Beavers, obviously, were a top request. LT Gray should go without saying. And then Plankton is a very unique pick. According to Papagenos, he's the biggest character in the game, and we already know Reptar's pretty big, so I assume this is going to be an Iron Giant for Multiversus situation, which could be really cool and really kind of ironic. And then that leaves the other two, which are Ember and Azula, who definitely also seem like really cool picks. As far as omissions go, you know, there's the obvious new franchise picks that people are going to be upset to not see here. Timmy, Otis, Snap, the works. But we also have other top picks that are from already represented series, like Mr. Krabs, or Zuko, or Arnold, or any Rugrats character besides Reptar. But I don't know. Like, I can sort of understand why they went with the characters they did. And just generally going off of these three in particular, it definitely seems like they wanted a villain focus, or at least to have more villains than they did last time. Because remember, last time the only true villain they had was Shredder, and he was like the last character base game. So it makes more sense that they added more villains this time around. I don't know why they would presumably cut Shredder, if that's the case. Again, not a guarantee that there's going to be that many cuts. There's definitely room for more characters, but it does seem very odd that, like, this would leak out and it wouldn't have any other characters on it. Like, it just seems odd that the rest of the veterans aren't here. Especially when there's other characters that we know are already in the game that were added on here. So like Reptar, Squidward, Jimmy, Ren and Stimpy, Donatello, Zim. They weren't here before, but now they are. And that's it. Like, there's no character from that initial trailer unaccounted for, but every character that wasn't in the initial trailer is unaccounted for here. So, I don't know. That does make me a little worried that there might actually be cuts. Do I think they'd cut 11 characters? I don't know. I want to believe they wouldn't, but I'm honestly not sure. So, I guess it remains to be seen. But, what do you guys think of this roster? Or I guess I'll ask it two ways. What do you guys think of this roster on the basis that this is everyone? And what do you guys think of this roster on the basis that everyone comes back alongside what we're getting here? Let me know down in the comments below, but thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 content. I will try to keep up to date. Probably go over the gameplay showcase we're going to get later today. Probably Monday is when I'll do that. That seems like a good time to do it. But until then, peace.